past many years, India has established itself as a global economic power to reckon with. But gone are the days when only profit was the be-all and end-all of business. Today's businesses need to focus on more than just profit.
I think the issue of transparency and integrity is an important one, and I'm glad that there is the focus being given by the organization on that.
While one needs to have empowerment on the executive management, which is CEO down, to execute to it, but I think by transparently sharing long-term plans, by having quality discussions around risk mitigation strategies and things like that, I think the objective of corporate governance really comes in there.
We all have to remind ourselves that society has allowed us to be in business for a purpose. We are either providing a product or a service to that society, and the fact that we remind ourselves every day of this objective, I'm sure will ensure that we get the right governance practices.
The Asian Center of Corporate Governance and Sustainability was established in 2001 with a focus on the corporate governance and sustainability space.
The Asian Center has set out, I believe, the question of trying to get directors to think on an intellectually honest basis and to act in the best interests of the company for maximization of total value.
In its continuing endeavor to get businesses to focus on corporate governance and sustainability, the Asian Center of Corporate Governance and Sustainability organized the Asia Business Responsibility Summit and Awards in Mumbai.
Business responsibility has now taken a center stage. So we thought that it will be a very, very interesting theme to talk about and capture the wisdom of so many speakers. So we brought in a mix of practitioners as well as from Big Four consulting organizations, international speakers, from sustainability space, from integrated reporting space, which Marvin King is the chairman of the IIRC UK. And we thought we will generate this new knowledge on business responsibilities, responsible business practices, and then promote them further.
The day began with an inaugural session where the eminent speakers shared their thoughts on the need and importance of corporate governance.
The only entities that create wealth around the world are businesses. Yet, not all businesses have very good perception. The society does not have very good perception about all the businesses. So there must be definitely something in the way businesses are being done that needs to be changed. So what is it that needs to be changed? So the focus is to move beyond the profit and have to go towards social capital as well as environmental capital. Whatever kind of business that we are in, regardless of whether it is IT companies or financial services companies, which are not typically very polluting company, but yet they do have influence and footprints on society in the way they do businesses, and in some way they have impact on the environment also. So that's the triple bottom line we need to move on to.
The corporate governance, corporate social responsibility, sustainability, they have evolved over last almost 600 years. Until almost 10 years back, corporate governance was basically about shareholder protection, a non-owner, non-manager shareholder protection. You had to make profits and you had to share it. This 2% spend on CSR will go a long way. I have a firm belief that the corporate heads who have been creating strategies, doing execution for getting larger profits, more profits, getting into newer businesses, the same minds, when they apply their brains to the corporate social responsibility, it will go a long way.
The way we look at it is the corporate social responsibility and the sustainability has several aspects to the overall framework, and one of the biggest issues is what we call asymmetry of information, that the insiders, that is the owner managers, have more information than the small shareholders and other stakeholders, and so that asymmetry of information and asymmetry of power, because the insiders have more power on decision making and so on and so on. How do we resolve the asymmetry of information, asymmetry of power.
Next up was the keynote address by Mr. Mervyn King, Chairman of the International Integrated Reporting Council UK.
Integrated thinking is exactly opposite to the silo approach on which we were all nurtured and taught. We need a mindset change at board level. We cannot, with the tools we've used and created these problems, try and solve the problems. We need that application of this collective mind, intellectual honesty in the best interests of the company for the creation of total value. Notice I never said book value or economic value. Total value, sustained value creation. There are two great challenges in the world today: financial stability and sustainability. Integrated thinking and the integrated report is a planetary bargain that can deal with both these issues. You need to focus on how does the company make its money. It's all very well making, but how does it make its money as a good corporate citizen? Will it be seen as a responsible corporate citizen here in Mumbai? That's so, then fine. And the product? Is the product having a harmful effect on society or a good effect on society? The good ones you enhance, the harmful ones you eradicate or ameliorate. That's a holistic, integrated approach. And then the report you extract from the financial report and extract from the sustainability report, which are in technical language, the material matters to the business and the creation of long-term value, and explain it in clear, concise and understandable language so that the user, society, can understand it.
In 2006 perhaps, Reserve Bank of India came out with the first report of first circular about the triple bottom line reporting. It was not mandatory and it was just a kind of a sensitization. Then in 2009 came the National Voluntary Guidelines issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. This was about the social, environmental and economic responsibility. SEBI came in 2012 September, and what SEBI said that we are making reporting under National Voluntary Guidelines mandatory for top 100 companies. We mandated it, but what we said, it is mandated, but it is on comply or explain basis. So it is not that you have to definitely comply. If you can't comply, please explain that why couldn't you comply. So recently I took a review. What I found that 88 companies out of 100 have reported. That's very gratifying.